Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, we're going to uh, present about our field study presentation for subject DFV30143 Measurement and Instrumentation. Okay, let's check it out. So the content of our report writing. So first, we're going to see and about introduction, and we're going to explain about the problem of community needs. And after that, we're going to see about the research objective and research scope. And after that, the solution of the problems and about the company. And finally, we're going to see about the conclusion for our report writing. So this is our group members, which is first is Hishraf Hariri. Then second is Amir Haziq. And after that, we have Asif Shahid. So for our introduction, we had two sensors, which is ultrasonic sensors and electromagnetic sensors. So for electronic sensors, these sensors are crucial in identifying things using high-frequency sound waves. These sensors generate sound pulses that bounce off nearby object. A receiver detects the replay waves and calculates the distance between the automobile and the object. For the electromagnetic sensors, and electromagnetic parking sensors detects surrounding objects using electromagnetic frequencies. These sensors detect a wide variety of wavelength across the electromagnetic spectrum. They can detect various sort of things without the limitation of ultrasonic parking sensors. So I'm going to pass this slide to Ishraf Hariri.
So next, the problem of our field study is we cannot see the object that placed toward the back of the vehicle, especially little ones when we reverse at the car park. As a result, many drivers make a blunder accident while executing a car reverse owing to neglect. Okay, next we go to research objective. Uh, So our research objective is to gain all of the community perspective on how parking sensor work on car for their daily usage. Hence, our objective is to obtain the issues and problem that community face while using the sensor. Either it give them excellent or poor critique. Next, we go to research scope. In this report, our group decided to came up with idea to make a field study of how parking work, how parking sensor work. The scope of this field study is figure out on how the usage or application of parking sensor on car. Furthermore, we also wanted to discover the safety procedure that need to be followed while use the sensor. So next we go to our recommendation or the solution of the problem. So the firstly, we can use better sensor, which is we use electromagnetic sensor on a various vehicle that being produced to make less of the chance of for any accident. Secondly, we use car park system, which is a mechanical device that multiplies parking capacity inside a parking lot so that we can reduce a lot of space on the parking lot. And lastly, we can use auto park car. This basic automatic parking assist technology that can find a suitable size space for your car. When it determines a parking space is an appropriate size, the driver initiate hand-free steering. Then the car will steer into the space while you operate the pedal and transmission. Okay, this is the evidence of our interview session with Encik Khairul Hafiz. We use team as our media to interview. Next, I pass to Asif to continue.
So the next is about Zentronic Sidang Berhad. Zentronic Sidang Berhad, based in Malaysia, is reputable producer and supplier of vehicle safety equipment and parking sensor. They place a great focus on R&D and use cutting-edge technology to develop high-quality car safety device and parking sensor. We collaborate closely with our customer all around the world to develop a customized OME solution. Encik Khairul Hafiz as the technician of the Enzentronic Sedan Berhad itself. The name Enzentronic Sedan Berhad stand out among the manufacturer and exporter of automotive safety accessory and parking sensor in the international market. Or emphasis on super product quality as well as excellent service has gained us the customer confidence and certification. So next. So next about conclusion. We can conclude from this research that parking car sensor are widely used in industry. Parking car sensor have also been further developed and applied to many different type of car, making manufacturing industry much easier and become much better and safer to user. Furthermore, through an online interview with Encik Khairul Hafiz, an automotive specialist, we were able to learn and gain some new knowledge while understand much more about how sensor work in automotive industry. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we're going to have an interview session with Encik Khairul Hafiz from Azentronic company, which is that made a parking sensor, especially for a car that we have made. We have decided to came up for our field study idea. So uh, I'm going to ask Encik Hairul several questions that related to parking sensor. So the first question is, uh, can you give a type of parking sensor and which one is the better and why?
Okay, thank you, Ame and friends, for the question, and also thank you for inviting me for this uh, discussion. So, for the questions, so which type of parking sensor? So,
Yes.
uh, type of parking sensor we have two, which is electromagnetic and ultrasonic. And however, I more prefer to electromagnetic. Because these types of sensor use electromagnetic frequencies to detect the object nearby. Okay. So I hope you understand. And this electromagnetic parking sensor can identify more types of objects and without the limitation of ultrasonic proximity sensor. And this is because they function in a wide range of wavelengths on the electromagnetic spectrum.
Okay, so like you more prefer to electromagnetic more than ultrasonic lah.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay, so we move to this next question, which is, can Encik Hairul give us any advantage of using this parking sensor?
Okay. So the advantage of this parking sensor, first, it can reduce the blind spot around the vehicle, which eases the arduous task of parking in narrow spaces. So our customer will park their car or their car lah mostly in a very easy way. And the second one, this system can reduce driver fatigue while parking a vehicle. And the third one, improve perception of the area behind the vehicle, which reduce chances of damage to vehicle or other nearby objects.
Right, thank you.
So that's all, yes.
Okay, so we move to the next question, which is will be take part from Ishraf.
And the third question, can Sheikh Hairul explain how ultrasonic parking sensor works?
Okay, so how ultrasonic parking sensors work? All right. So how it works? So within its operating zone, usually around 3 meters, when the sound waves hit any object, they are reflected back to the source. Accuracy and envelope of the sensing zone is dependent on the number of sensors located around the car and their location. And a wide horizontal range is desirable as this minimizes the chances of the car and driver being blindsided. But the vertical range must be limited to ensure that the road surface is excluded from the sensing. So that's how typically the ultrasonic parking sensors.
So the next question, in this modern era, there is already have automatic parking for the car. Can Sheikh Khairul explain how it works as simple as simple?
Simple as simple. All right. So so for that questions, my opinion, when active, this basic automatic parking assist technology finds a suitable size space for your car. When it determines a parking space is an appropriate size, the driver initiate hands-free steering. Then the car will steer into the space while you operate the pedals and transmissions. So that's how simple as I can explain to you lah.
All right. Thank you, Sheikh Khairul.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Shairul Hafiz, for this our interview session for our field study uh, assignment. So that's all for today, and thanks again for you
Okay.
to
Thank Right. So thank you, Ahmed and friends from MJII, inviting me for this interview session. And I hope you guys will have a better point of view for this ultrasonic parking sensor. And if you have more to ask or to learn more, you can just invite me for any discussion.
all right, inshallah. Thank you. Okay,
Inshallah. Thank you.
so that's all for today. Thank you, Shafiz.
Welcome.